Hey guys, Jen here, author and story development coach for emerging novelists who want to be professional writers. So, I wanted to show you today. I talk a lot about journaling and, just how powerful it can be for, just getting your mindset in the right place and setting intentions and all of that. And today I wanted to kind of show you the 3 journals that I do on a daily basis that help me to focus my mindset, set my intentions for the day, and to really get in a positive place before I get into my day. So, I'm big on journaling immediately upon waking. So some people like to get up and do their thing and find time for it later. For me, the most powerful way to journal is to immediately do it upon waking. So literally I'm in bed, I'm asleep, I wake up, and then I just will sit up and grab my journal. So they're actually sitting on the opposite side of my bed, and I can just grab them and go. And I do this purposely because when you go to sleep, so right before you go to sleep at night or when you first wake up in the morning, your subconscious is active. So what's wrong, buddy? Wyland's crying. I don't know why. Okay, so in the morning, especially your subconscious is active because you just woke up. So you're still in that sort of dreamlike. What, buddy? What's wrong? I don't know what he wants. He's just crying. Here, get your toy. Over here. Here. Anyway, so in the morning, your subconscious is active because you were just asleep, you were in a dream state. And so when you first wake up, you're not quite fully awake yet. And so actually, it's really powerful time to journal because you're able to still kind of connect to that subconscious that you have before you get into your fully awake state. And so what ends up happening is the stuff that you do right during that time when you're in that subconscious state starts to seep in more and starts to be more effective when especially with setting intentions and working on new beliefs and things like that. It's a great time to do it because you really need to get that kind of information into your subconscious, and that's a great way to do it. So anyway, here are the 3 journals that I use on a regular basis that allow me to get my day going, set my intentions, and to just feel really positive and have that pro writer mindset going from, when I first get up. So the first thing that I do is morning pages. Now for this, I just use just a thin, cheap spiral notebook. This one was actually a notebook I used for something else at one point, and that's why there's all these cross-offs on the cover. And the reason I use these is because once I'm finished with this, so once I've filled the whole thing with my morning pages, I actually throw it out. And the reason is because morning pages are not meant to be looked back at. They're really more about just getting the crap out. So first thing in the morning pages are something that Julia Cameron came up with, and it's all about just connecting to your subconscious. So you get up, first thing you do is grab your notebook, and then you do 3 handwritten stream of consciousness pages about whatever pops in your head. So when I still had my day job, I used to write and complain a lot about the stuff I didn't want to do that day. I don't want to go to work. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'd rather be home writing, just complaining about stuff. As I quit my job and started getting into doing my own thing, I find that I don't complain as much in my pages. I'm more just writing about the things I want to create, or, maybe something that happened the day before. I might still be kind of just decompressing from it and just trying to, work through it all. And so I'll just write about that. But the idea here is just 3 handwritten stream of consciousness pages, and then you're done. So I don't always do 3 pages. Some days I only have time for 1, like on a weekend. I don't always, get up as early as I do during the week, so I may not have as much time. And in that case, I might only write 1 page or 2 pages, something like that. But the idea is I do this every day, and it's the first journal that I write in. So that kind of gets the crap out, the, stuff that's been in my head that I've been thinking about or that's kind of been on my mind for a while. I get it off out of my mind and onto the paper so that it's not there anymore bothering me. So then I move on to this. So I have a little fancy journal that I use for this, and I think I've showed this to you before, but this is for writing my reality. So this is the journal exercise for writing your reality, and this is the book that I use for that. So after I do my morning pages, then I grab this journal, and I actually just write 1 page. So, it's not a long page, but I'll just write 1 page talking about the day that I want, or I'm talking about the fact that my life is already how I want it. So whatever it is that you dream of having in your life, in your writing life especially, write about it. So pretend you already have it, and then write about it like you would if you were just writing about your regular life. So pretend that whatever you want is already yours. So I'll write about things like, I woke up to, $10,000 worth of book sales in my inbox this morning, and tonight I'm getting ready to go to the premiere for the movie that's going to have my book's been turned into a movie, and I'm going to the premiere tonight. Silly things like that. Right now, it seems like a little bit strange at first, and you're like, why would I want to write about my reality when it's not true. But the thing that ends up happening is the more you write about it, the more it seeps into your subconscious and you start to believe that this is, your life, that you have this and that this is your real reality. And then things start to happen actually in your reality to match what it is you've been writing about. So, and it may take some time. Obviously, it's not an overnight thing, but the biggest reason is that it sets intention. It keeps you focused on what you want to create, not on what you don't want, but it keeps you focused on exactly what you want to create, what you want to have in your writing life. And it's a really powerful way to just get your mindset in that place of, I'm going to make this happen. And I actually do this journal exercise again at night before I go to sleep. So I'll write about, in the morning, I'll write about the day I want to have. And then at night, I write about the day I did have. So, but I do it both from the place of, I already have this dream life that I want. So that's this one. And then when I'm done, I have this final one right here. And so this one actually says Think in Magic, which I think is just the cutest thing ever. And this journal was actually handmade by an artist in Ashland, Oregon. And it's pretty cool. So anyway, this is like a spiral notebook and it's pretty. And the reason I make these two notebooks pretty and the other one not is because the other one I'm going to throw out, so I don't care about, any notebook works for me. But then with these, I keep them because I think it's just good to have as a reference to go back to see what you were creating a long time ago that now has come to fruition. So this is the journal that I use to set intention as far as who I want to be and what I want to do. So, or what I will do, not just what I want to do, but what I'm actually committed to doing. So I will write in here and I just, again, it's just a page. I don't even write a whole page in the morning. I'll usually write half a page. So like, here's my one from today. So you can see how I only have half the page filled. And then I actually fill out the rest at night. So the first half of the page is I am, I will statements. So basically I'll just write things like, whatever it is I want to be as a person, as an author, as a story coach, I write that as declarations of it. And then I have the I will statements that are basically just things I'm committed to doing. So, like for today I had, I'm the most highly sought after story coach. I'm already a multi-millionaire. I'm already a multi-best-selling novelist. Like just all these things that I want to create for myself, I'm writing them in here. And of course, that stuff isn't true yet, but it will be. And that I'm committed to it being true at some point. So that's the whole idea here. And then, of course, I will say things like, I will keep going. I will make shit happen. I will allow this to be an epic week. I will do my daily fucking actions every single day. I will, blah, blah, blah. So whatever it is you want to create, you just are really committing to what it is. And then the reason I leave this, I only do half, is because at night, right before I go to bed, so again, I do this one, and then I actually pull this out, and I write gratitude statements for the other half of the page. So down here, I'll write what I'm thankful for the day, stuff that happened in my day. And then I'll also do gratitude in advance. So basically being thankful for things I don't have yet, but that I want. So like I might say, thank you so much for, the 10,000 books I sold last week. And thank you so much for, my novel becoming a bestseller on Amazon or whatever it is that I want to have happen. And so I just do that. But this is how I start my morning every single day. And yeah, I know not everybody has time to do all this stuff. So if you don't have time to do all three of these journals, the one I would recommend most of all would be, and this is really hard to just say one because honestly you need them all, but the biggest one is writing your reality. So really just writing about what it is you want to create for your life and pretending that it's already happened and writing about it from that place. If you have time to do more than one, the next one I would recommend is morning pages. And the reason is because especially if you have a day job, but especially just in general, the reason it's so great is because it's super powerful for just getting the crap out, getting that stuff in your head that just never shuts up, those voices and those stupid things that tell you, you can't do this or, it's not a good idea or whatever. It's a great way to get it out of there and on paper so that when it's on paper, it's not in your head anymore. It doesn't follow you into your day. And that's the reason why I love that one so much. And I've actually been doing morning pages since, on and off since 2008, but consistently every single day for the last few years. And it's been a very powerful way to start my day. And then I added in these other two journals in 2016. And it's been even more powerful for me to have that going. So that's how I start my day. And that's how I set my intention and my, mindset for the day. And I'd love to hear what you do. So share in the comments.